Hello?
Oh, dear, welcome home. Oh, we missed you so much, especially your little Maria. Oh, I miss you too, sweetheart. Oh.
Careful, Kay. The doctor said no heavy lifting.
Oh, Maria's not heavy. Oh, yeah, she is. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Oh.
Mommy can't. Ow. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Miguel dumped me. You ran off after Charity. I'm an unwed, single mother who can't have any more children. Gosh, and the one child I do have, I can't even pick up. I'm never gonna find a husband, Simone. I'm gonna be stuck working at that stupid fish packing plant until I'm some old lady. My life sucks. It's gonna suck a whole lot worse if we mess with those hospital records for nothing. I can't punish my mom and Whitney if we didn't make it look like Chad is my mom and Julian Crane's son.
Whitney. Chad. She just found out that you're her half-brother, okay? She can't deal with talking to you right now.
Whitney, baby, you're sick. Let me take you to the hospital. Don't touch me. This is all your fault, Mom. You're what's making me sick.
Wait, Eve. She just had her whole world turned upside down. Give her some space and some time.
I don't think there's enough time and space in the world to heal this. Finding my son was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. And instead, it's turning out just to be the worst.
I know.
These babies are mine, Gwen. You'll never get either of them. I'm going to break your heart just like you broke mine when you and Ethan stole little Ethan away from me. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but you're both going to pay.
I don't care what Teresa says. I know it was her in my bed the night of the Founders Day dance. Somehow she got me drunk or drugged. She disguised herself as Gwen and she tricked me into sleeping with her. That second fetus that she is carrying was from that night. I know it. And if Gwen ever finds out, it'll kill her.
Te he extrañado mucho, mamá.
Ay, mi ángel bella. I've missed you too.
¿Cómo te sientes? Luis and Sheridan told me how sick you've been.
I feel so much stronger now that I hear your voice.
Qué bueno. I can't wait to see you, Mama. I've been saving hugs for you for so many years.
You really are going to come home to Harmony.
Absolutely. I want to make sure you get better.
Our family's going to be together again. I must be so happy to talk to Paloma.
It's the best medicine my mom could have.
Yeah.
Especially after losing Antonio.
Yeah. She has no idea how close she came to losing you and Paloma as well.
You know what? She doesn't need to. Right? At least not now.
My father almost succeeded in having all of us killed.
No, we don't have to think about that, okay?
I can't help it. Look, I don't want us to be apart from each other. Whatever happens in the future, I want us to face it together.
Okay, we will. Promise. Okay?
Here.
Our children are safe.
Yeah. For the time being.
And Paloma's finally going home to see her mother.
I envy Pilar. I dream of being reunited with Sheridan and Julian. I want to hold them in my arms. I want to tell them who I am. But it's clear now that Alistair will never allow that.
No. Alistair won't have any say in it.
Oh, I can't defy him on that. God knows what he'll do.
But could it be worse than leaving us all in the jungle to die? Worse than trapping Sheridan and you in a pit full of poisonous snakes? Worse than killing Antonio and almost killing Luis? Alistair has declared all-out war. He left me no choice. I have to kill him.
I was so looking forward to the sight of Sheridan, Catherine, and Martin's lifeless bodies covered with snake bites at the bottom of this pit. Enjoy your freedom while you can, because I will catch you and I will kill you.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Luis, I love you so much.
I love you too.
You know, when I thought you had died in that Aztec temple, I wanted to die too. When I fell in that pit with those snakes, I thought I was going to get my wish. But we survived. We're here. We're together.
That's right. You know, it's actually clear to me now that all the other lifetimes we spent together were just in preparation for this one. You know, nothing is ever going to separate us again.
Marry me, Luis.
What?
Like, I know that the man is supposed to ask the woman, but after everything that we've been through, to hell with Emily Post. All right, I love you so much with all of my heart, and I want to marry you as soon as possible.
You can't even think about killing Alistair. It's too dangerous, Martin.
I have to. He thinks that people live and die by his will. No more. I'm going to stop Alistair if it's the last thing I do. For our sake and our children.
I'm so sorry. Not now, Dr. Russell.
But you need to understand.
I can't. I'm sorry. I've dreamed of this day my whole life. It's what got me through all those horrible times at the foster home. Those years on the street. It's what's driven me to succeed. Because I knew when I finally found my real parents, I'd want to be someone they'd be proud of.
Oh, and I am proud of you.
What should have been the most wonderful day of my life, it's cost me the woman I love. And every ounce of happiness I had. I would give anything for this not to be true. I'd give anything to have anyone else be my mother but you.
Oh, my poor baby.
I knew this would be bad, but it's even worse than I imagined. And I don't know how to help Eve through it.
And I knew Whitney would be devastated when she found out the truth that Chad was her half-brother. Part of me was looking forward to it, because with him out of the way, she'd be free to be with me. Now I wish it weren't true. I hate seeing her in so much pain. I love her, Dad, and I want her to be happy, even if that means that she spends the rest of her life with Chad.
Whitney. What's wrong?
Well, what's wrong with you? Why are you back in the hospital?
It's nothing. Gwen's just so nervous about the babies. She thinks I should be hooked up to a monitor every time I hiccup. But I'm fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
Positive, but you're not. What is it?
My life is over. I definitely want to die.
Oh. Look, I know it was awful to hear those things about your mother, but you can't let it change your life. Okay? You and Chad
are in love. You're happy. You're going to have a family. Just forget about everything else, okay?
No, we can't. Teresa, we can't.
Why? What happened?
It's Chad. Oh, God, Teresa. Chad is Julian and my mother's long-lost son.
What?
I'm in love with and have been sleeping with my own brother.
What's all the whispering, girls?
No, it's okay. Tabitha's cool. She's on our side.
All for one and one for all.
Kay had this great plan to change the medical records in the hospital's computer to make it look like Chad was my mom and Julian Crane's long-lost son.
Oh, it absolutely amazes me that those nasty rumors about your mother and Julian are true.
She ruined my life. Our whole families.
Just awful, dear.
Okay, well, the reason that I came up with my plan is so that Simone could get revenge on Whitney and her mom at the same time.
Only we're not sure it worked.
Okay. When the truth about Chad comes out, her mom will freak out. And then Whitney will break up with him, and the road will be clear for Simone.
Now, just hang on here. Now, if Chad is Whitney's half-brother, then he is also Simone's half-brother. Your road has a major block.
Well, duh, okay? As soon as Whitney moves on, then we'll just change the records back. And not only does Simone get Chad, she also gets revenge on her sister, too.
Oh, well, that's quite a plan, Kay. You mean to tell me you know how to change the records in the hospital computer system? I'm most impressed.
Don't be. We're not sure if she was able to change any records or not because a nurse came in and we had to shut the computer down and get the heck out of there.
Oh, no, that's no good. Like, your whole plan might be ruined.
Yeah, but what can we do about it now?
Well, we can do a lot. We can go back and fix it.
No, I am not stepping foot in that hospital again.
Well, I'm afraid you don't have a vote, dear. We are going.
How? I mean, we can't take the babies, and we can't just leave them here alone.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I have a babysitter on call. Now, come along. You girls go and wait in the car.
No, I don't want to go.
Oh, time's a-wasting. Go on. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Come on, Kay.
Come on, Kay.
No.
And this is perfect, okay. Hickory dickory kiddy caboose. Send me a sitter named Mother Goose.
Oh. I thought I was on my way to the old woman who lives in the shoe.
Sorry, no time for chit-chat. Now, look, this is Endora, and this is Maria. I want you to look after them for me for a little while.
They're adorable, especially Endora.
Oh, thank you. And now, if you're hungry, there's hot peas porridge on the stove and cold peas porridge in the fridge. Ta-ta!
Well, I do like a nice bowl of peas porridge.
I know this is all so overwhelming, Chad. Son. But
look, I like you, Mr. Crane. I always have. But don't push this. Not now.
I understand.
No, you don't understand. All my life I've looked forward to meeting my parents, and now it's just blown up in my face. Like some big cosmic joke.
I can help you.
Please. Just back off.
As you wish.
How are you holding up, Dr. Russell?
I was just wishing there was some way that I could turn back time and make it so that Chad never met Whitney.
Well, don't blame Chad, Dr. Russell.
I don't Chad. I think he's everything that I could ever want in a son. But why did he and Whitney have to fall in love with each other?
I don't know, but Simone had a crush on him too. Maybe they were drawn to him because intuitively they felt something familiar.
Yeah, he's familiar, all right. He's their brother. Oh, God, what have I done?
Whitney, that can't be true. Your mother ran DNA tests on Chad years ago, and they proved that he wasn't related to anyone who'd ever been a patient here.
Yeah, well, Fox said that the DNA records were altered.
Who would do that?
Alistair Crane. He's the one that stole the baby. He's the one that stole Chad in the first place, and, he decided to finally tell Julian the truth.
So, all that time that they were looking for their son, and all that time that he was looking for his father, Alistair knew the truth? And he didn't tell anyone?
Mm-hmm. And all the time I was sleeping with Chad, Alistair knew that he was my brother.
Would anyone be so cruel? God.
Please, God, don't. Please let both babies that Teresa's carrying be mine and Gwen's. Don't let either of them be mine and Teresa's.
Ethan, what are you talking about?
You are my passion for life.
We could get married here in Puerto Rico before we leave. Paloma's priest could perform the ceremony.
No, we can't.
Luis, I know that you wanted your mother to be there. But we could have a second wedding when we get back to Harmony. I'm just afraid that if we don't do this now, something will come between us
Sheridan,
again.
stop. Would you just listen to me? Okay, nothing is going to stop me from marrying you, okay? But we cannot do it now.
Why not?
Sheridan, Antonio, my brother, your husband, okay? We cannot do it until he's been legally declared dead and there's a certificate. Besides that, we have to go through a proper mourning period, okay?
Of course. But you know what? While we're waiting, I don't want to give my father the chance to come between us again, because he will.
He won't. I promise you nothing is ever going to separate us again, okay?
I wish I was as sure as you.
Look, I need to talk to the Wheelers just for a second, okay? Excuse me. Can you talk for a sec?
Mother, please, watch over me and Louise. We love each other so much.
I just can't lose him again.
I gotta run down to the travel office and get our plane tickets, okay?
Oh, I'll go with you.
No.
No, I would really love it if you would stay here with me, because there's something I really want to show you.
Yeah. No, I'll be back soon, I promise.
All right, well, hurry back, okay?
I will. Okay. All right. See you.
Come with me. Paloma, come on with us.
You're in for quite a surprise, Sheriff.
Oh, what did you want to show me? You'll see.
Es precioso.
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
An old friend gave this to me years ago.
And I always thought it would make the most wonderful wedding gown. Oh, it certainly would. Why don't you try it on?
Oh, no, I couldn't. It's so delicate. I'm afraid I might hurt it or something.
No, I'm not going to wear it, and I haven't even looked at it in years. And it would do my heart such good to have a bride to be wear it.
I don't know.
If you always are getting married, one of these days you'll have to start trying on wedding dresses.
You're right. Come on. Why not?
Get off of Paloma and answer your damn phone, Nick. You better not have let her escape, too. And you better pray Luis is still buried under that rubble. No one and nothing gets the best of me.
One more story, and then we'll have some porridge. Let's see, which one shall it be? I know. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch her poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, and the poor dog had none. She took out a dish. Excuse me, children. Naughty kitty! If you're hungry, say pretty please, and then you'll be fed. Much better. And... it's a good thing our cupboard wasn't bare. Farina cat chow is much better for kitties than porridge.
You look beautiful.
Isn't this perfect on her?
I feel like a princess.
You all look like something out of a storybook.
So do you. Yes.
Well then, it's time to go.
What? Dressed like this?
We have a surprise for you, Sheridan.
What kind of surprise? Where are we going?
On the ride of a lifetime. Shall we?
Okay.
You ladies?
Thank you.
A couple months ago, I think, actually I'm pretty sure that I slept with Teresa around the same time that she was implanted with mine and Gwen's embryo.
How did that happen?
I'm not exactly sure. It was the night of the Founders Day dance. I had had a lot of champagne. Maybe something else. Gwen left on a business trip. She came back later, and I remember us making love. But later she came back again, and she denied that it ever happened. But I was so sure that it did. Turns out, I think it was Teresa in a blonde wig in my bed with me.
Oh my God.
She denies everything. I confronted her. She denies it ever happened.
Of course she does.
All I know is I woke up the next morning and I was groggy, and I didn't remember a thing.
Ethan, she drugged you. The girl is evil. She is capable of anything.
I know, but once Gwen finds out about this,
No.
she'll be destroyed.
No, Gwen is not going to find about this because you are never going to tell Gwen about
It's
this.
not that simple. Teresa's carrying 2 babies.
Twins.
No. They might not exactly be twins. You see, When Dr. Russell gave Teresa the first sonogram, she heard 1 heartbeat and she found 1 fetus. When Dr. Morrow examined her, he found 2 amniotic sacs and 2 heartbeats.
How is that possible?
According to Dr. Russell, there's a couple of possibilities. The first being that the second baby was lined up right behind the first baby, so she missed seeing it. But that's highly unlikely, she says. The other possibility is that Teresa was ovulating at the time of the implant, and she had unprotected sex right after the implant. Which means that that second baby could be Teresa's and
someone with whom she had sex.
Which is why these memories of mine are pretty important.
Low-life little tramp. She is trying to break up you and Gwen.
But
again.
wait. We don't know that, right? Teresa says that this memory of mine is probably just a drunken fantasy, and I'm inclined to believe it. I should believe it.
Believe Teresa? No, I don't think so.
Either way, my not being able to tell Gwen about this, I feel like I'm lying to her. I hate lying to her.
Ethan, you can't tell Gwen what you suspect. That would kill her. Oh, honey, look, once the babies are born, I will find a way to take care of Teresa. In the meantime, you and I would have to pray that Eve made a mistake in the first exam and that both the babies, they're both yours and Gwen's.
That's why I'm here.
I'm here for you, Win. I just can't believe that Chad is your half-brother.
You know, I just want to know what I did to deserve something like this. How could God punish me this way?
He hasn't, and this isn't your fault.
No, you're absolutely right. This is my mother's fault. It's not mine.
Well, we're going to get you through this, okay?
No, Teresa, how? How am I going to get through this? Out of all the men I could have met, out of all the men I could have fallen in love with, of all the men I could have possibly become so happy with, why did it have to be the one man that I never should have been with in the first place? He's my brother, Teresa.
No, I know it's awful.
You have no idea. You have no idea. I just want to die right now. I just want...
Oh, God.
No.
I have no idea, Chad. Please believe me.
I believe you, Dr. Russell. It doesn't help. I've waited all my life to find my parents. And I've waited all my life to feel about a woman the way I feel about Whitney. Now I can never be with her again. You see, I found you, and I lost her. Forever.
I would give up ever finding my son if I could somehow just make it right.
Perhaps you haven't found him.
What do you mean?
I may be grasping at straws, but we all know how evil my father can be. Now, he knew that Chad was in love with Whitney. He had to know how much it would hurt us if it turned out that Chad was our son.
So you think he lied about the DNA test?
He's done worse. So rather than blindly accept his word for it, I think we should all go to the hospital and verify it one way or the other.
I think so too. Alistair's sadistic enough to do something like this. Not that it wouldn't be an honor to have you as my son, Chad.
No offense taken, Dr. Russell.
And I'd give up ever finding my son if it meant that you could marry Whitney.
Oh, that can't be for me.
Of course it is.
Would Milady care to take a drive around town?
It's so beautiful, but where's Luis? I mean, shouldn't we wait for him?
I'm pretty sure that we'll see you later. Shall we?
Okay.
Come on. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Darling.
And you. All right, then. Vámonos, amigo. Por favor.
This is embarrassing. Everyone thinks I'm a real bride. You're the loveliest bride I've ever seen.
You lack one thing to complete the picture. Oh, right here. Hola. There you go. That right, and those right there.
Gracias, niña.
For you and for you. Oh, hold on. Get out of. Vámonos, amigo. Now, just one more stop.
Why are we here?
Come with me and you shall find out.
Okay, what is going on? Go on in, Sheridan, and see.
It's nice. I promise.
If you say so.
Careful now. Watch your step.
Thank you.
All right, darling. Whoa.
It's that way. I'm supposed to be home resting. Kay, I don't want to be here either, but it was your idea to change Chad's medical records in the first place. I told you it was a dumb plan.
Oh, bull. Okay, you were thrilled to have the chance to get back at Whitney for stealing Chad from you.
Girls, this is no time for bickering. We have got to finish what you started and get out of here before anyone sees us. Now, come along.
Simone?
Hey, Simone.
Chad, Mom, what are you doing here?
I work here, I mean. Kay, I heard you were being discharged today. I'm glad to see you finally getting home. Thanks, Dr. Russell.
Perhaps we should be on our way.
I want to tell Simone about Chad.
It may all be moot.
What if it isn't?
But then you can tell Simone later.
Tell me what?
Simone, I have something to tell you. It's very upsetting.
It can't be any worse than the rest of your secrets.
I'm afraid it is.
What is it?
Oh, baby.
Don't try to get all warm and fuzzy. Just tell me.
You know that Julie and I had a son, and that Alistair stole him away. It's old news. We think that we found out who he is.
Who is it?
Chad.
Chad?
Chad is your son? Chad is Whitney's and my half-brother? Don't wish for death, Whitney. It could come true.
I just want this whole thing to be over. You know, I wish I could go to sleep and wake up and this whole thing was just one horrible nightmare. But it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, is it? Oh my God.
Oh. How do you know that Chad's your son?
Alistair told us.
He did?
But we're not taking my father's word for it.
That's why we're checking my medical file.
That's probably a good idea.
Eve, shall we?
What is going on?
It was your idea to make it look like Chad was my mother's son. And now... Oh, God, what if he really is?
Well, then Whitney's been committing incest, okay? And it is a good thing that we found out before you did, too.
Yeah, but we don't know what we did or didn't change in that computer. What if we made it look like he's really my brother and you made it look like he isn't?
That would be a predicament, wouldn't it?
It would be a disaster. And if that's what happened, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, this explains why Nick didn't answer my call. Damn it! Luis must have escaped too. But not for long. I'm gonna kill them. Do you hear me? I'm gonna kill them all!
What are we doing here? Isn't that Paloma's priest? What are you doing here? I thought you went to go get the plane tickets. How did you get here before us? And why are you dressed like that?
Why don't you let me ask the questions? The question is, Sheridan Crane, will you marry me?
Run all the DNA samples through again, and we'll know for sure whether you're our son.
I'm asking you to be my wife and spend the rest of your life with me.
Once those babies are born, they are going to be raised by Gwen and Ethan, and it will be the last time you ever lay eyes on them.
LAX, 50 million passengers a year, all traveling at the